Bribery is defined by a Black Law Dictionary as the offering and giving, receiving, or soliciting of any item of a value to influence the action of an official or other person in exchange of public or legal duty. With regard to governmental operations, essentially, bribery is corrupt solicitation, acceptance, or transfer of a value in exchange for official action, gifts of money, or other items of a value which are otherwise available to everyone on equivalent basis, and not for dishonest purposes, is not a bribery. Offering a discount or refund to all purchasers is a legal rebate and is not a bribery. For example, it is legal for an employee of a public utilities commission involved in electric rate regulation to accept a rebate on electric service that reduces their cost for electricity when the rebate is available to other residential electric consumers. However, giving a discount, especially to that employee, to influence them to look favorably on an electric utilities rate increase application would be considered bribery.
Hi, my name is Ken Arnold Lindao, and I will be the one to tell you about the Judaism's perspectives of bribery. So, bribery. According to the Jewish perspective, bribery is associated with sinners. Psalm 26:9-10 says, "Gather not my soul with sinners, nor my life with men of blood, in whose hands is craftiness, and their right hand is full of bribes." Exodus 23:8 admonishes readers not to accept a bribe when it says, "And thou shalt take no gift, for a gift blindeth them that have sight, and perverteth the words of the righteous." The consequences of a society fueled by bribery are described when Isaiah says, "How is the faithful city becomes a harlot, she that was full of justice, righteousness lodged in her, but now murderers. Thy silver is become dross, thy wine mixed with water, thy princes are rebellious, and companions of thieves. Every one loveth bribes, and followeth after rewards. They judge not the fatherless, neither doth the cause of the widow come unto them." 1:21/23. 326 M. Kudus et al. Another example of Jewish condemnation of bribery occurs when we are told that sons walk not in his ways, but turned aside after lucre, and took bribes, and perverted justice. 1 Samuel 8:3. From this sample of quotes from Jewish scriptures, it is obvious that bribery is strongly discouraged in Judaism and is looked down upon. It is seen as perverting justice.
Bribery, the Christian perspective. The Christian perspective, being based upon the foundation of the Jewish Old Testament, includes all of the above citations. The Old Testament vigorously commends bribery. The Hebrew term sochad, frequently rendered gift or bribe, denoted a present and generally had to do with a gift presented to a judge to obtain a favorable verdict. Properly though, a bribe is anything given to a person to induce him to do something illegal or wrong or against his wishes. Old Testament writers associated with several base attitudes and attendants evil. Old Testament writers associated several base attitudes and attendant evils. Bribery was considered a perversion of justice because it was often caused the innocent to be condemned and the guilty released. Moses declared, "And you shall take no bribe, for the bribe blinds the clear-sighted and subverts the cause of those who are in right." Again, you shall not pervert justice, you shall not throw partially, and you shall not accept a bribe, for a bribe blinds the eyes of the wise and the suburbs of the cause of the righteous. David praises the man who refused to take rewards against the innocent, and condemns as wickedness the reception of bribes. The wise man wrote, "The wicked accepts a bribe and a secret to pervert the ways of justice." Isaiah saw the problem in his days. He issued a dire woe to those who acquit the guilty for a bribe and deprive the innocent of his right. Bribery is a companion of numerous forms of evil. It goes hand in hand with extortion and oppression. Surely extortion drives the wise into madness, and the bribe corrupts the heart. It is an associate of thievery. It is an association of thievery. Reprisals are rebels and companions of thieves. Everyone loves a bribe and runs after gifts. They do not bring justice to the fatherless, and the widow's cause does not come to them. Isa chapter 1 verse 23. Bribery is not uncommonly connected with murder. In you they take bribes to shed blood. You take interest and profit and make gain of your neighbors by extortion. But me you have forgotten, declares the Lord God. Isa chapter 22 verse 12. Though bribery is not specifically mentioned in the New Testament, it is certainly commended both with principle and by implication. A few cases of bribery will serve to illustrate the point. Perhaps the most notable case of bribery was that of Judas, who for the paltry sum of 30 pieces of silver was brought to become a guide to them that took Jesus. And with that reward, Acts chapter 1 verse 18, he obtained a hole in the ground for his body. His judgment about Jesus, formed over a 3-year span, was completely perverted by his greed. CFGN chapter 12 verse 6. From the above verses, it is clear that bribery is considered highly unethical in the Christian tradition, even in cases in which it would not be used for competitive advantage.
In Islam, bribery represents anything that is offered in order to obtain the invalidation of what is correct or an endorsement of a wrong action. Those who accept bribes are undoubtedly consuming an ill-gotten gain and are extremely depressed and defamed by Allah the Almighty. When bribery becomes rampant in society, it leads to a loss of rights and prevalence of injustice and corruption. That is why, as Abdullah, it should be known that the prohibition of receiving bribery is categorical. As for one who offers it, there are some details involved. Obviously, it is unlawful for a person to pay someone off in order to withhold someone's right or wrong him or her. However, if a person is compelled to offer up any incentive as a last resort in order to obtain a right of his or hers, toward of injustice, then what act becomes permitted. Competency 30 accordingly, most Muslim criminal jurists see bribery is embodying corruption as something given by the briber and received by the bribe. Irrespective of it is a material or moral thing, money or a benefit. Bribery offense is punishable as anticipated included. Received lashings, monetary fines, getting money, property confiscation in favor of the government, imprisonment from 6 months to 15 years or life, dismissal from governmental and public occupations, and in some cases corruption on earth is known as it is executed.